What's up, everybody? I'm Rerouted, and today I'm interviewing one of my new favorite performers that I've ever seen, a superstar that the world has yet to hear.
Wow.
Hey Duke, you suck. Which sounds crazy, but...
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt.
Thank you, brother.
So you're fresh off your performance at the Whiskey last Friday. How do you think it went?
Dude, I thought it was a lot of preparation. We rehearsed. Some people made me, do some new dance moves and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but
You can curse.
Okay, fuck, shit, piss, fuck, cocksucker. Okay, I just had to get them out of the way, So
No doubt.
No, it was fun though. It was a lot of, we rehearsed a fucking shitload and two curse words right back to back. This guy can't speak.
There you go.
No, but it was super fun. The crowd was like great energy. I mean,
No doubt.
If I put a hand up, they put the hand up. I don't know. It was just amazing to see.
For sure.
And it's just cool to see like hard work come to fruition,
100%. No, it was like I've no matter what size venue I've been in, like nothing is like a small room because it's more intimate and everybody is there for the same reason. Whereas maybe like an arena or some shit, like some people are talking on the phone over there, whatever the case may be. The energy was insane, and I agree with you in the sense of like you could tell that a lot of preparation went into it. Everything seemed calculated, everything seemed like intentional, and it just flowed super smoothly. It was like one of my favorite nights in LA.
Wow, thank you, brother. Yeah, I guess calculated chaos is what we go for. So
that's tough.
That's
tough.
Yes, it might seem very organic and raw and what the hell is going on, but there are plans and schemes that that go into behind the scenes stuff to make it all look good.
No doubt. So I want to talk more about the show in a little bit once we get to talk more about you as an artist. More about you as an artist. But let's start from the beginning. Where are you from initially?
That's a tough question because I don't remember anything before like last year. So I could have been birthed anywhere. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like to think of myself as almost like an alien.
Okay.
Like I might have just entered this world. And
did you do that on purpose?
No, I'm just a big fan of aliens. Like I have an alien tatted on me. I wear alien stuff, like merch. Like it's I don't know, man. I'm a big alien guy.
Okay. What is your earliest memory if you don't remember much of your past? What's your earliest memory? Would you say
like Taco Bell 2023 March?
Oh, March. So like a year ago today.
Literally, yeah. That's what I'm saying. A year is like my cutoff for memory. It's like, but I do. That's my earliest memory. So when people ask, I'm like, yeah, it was like I was ordering a Crunchwrap Supreme at Taco Bell on Beverly Boulevard.
Okay, great.
That's
I fuck with the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Dude,
that's what I get.
If you don't get Crunchwrap Supremes, like you got to get on some new shit.
So you don't.
That's the wave.
Yeah, you don't go to Taco Bell if you don't get Crunchwrap Supremes.
And also, if you're, I don't know if you drink, but like being intoxicated in Taco Bell is like.
Oh yeah, no, it makes it even better for sure.
Yeah, the taste is just next level. Also, whatever they put in that stuff, man, that's grade A stuff. That's Michelin star type.
No doubt, Michelin star. Michelin star for sure. Okay, so if you don't remember much of you as a person. All right, no, you weren't joking about the trolling part.
No, but I mean to keep it real, asking that question, I was definitely birthed. I think I have a mother, pretty sure. we don't know 100% because I don't remember actually coming out of her, but no, I had a childhood. I'm not Michael Jackson.
No doubt. What up? Whoa, okay.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant nothing by the pedophilia of Michael Jackson. I meant that he didn't really have a childhood because from an early age he was, hey, this is not, fuck. Well, he's canceled.
Do you remember the first time you might have listened to music or your earliest introduction to music?
Yeah, I would say Blink-182 is the first music I remember really listening to and enjoying on a different level. Them and Eminem, I was like, wow, whatever came into my ears just felt good.
Okay, so I'm already noticing that your influences kind of represent you in a way, as far as you pushing the boundaries and you being very like having like a very rebellious style.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely influenced heavily by them and the way that they just kind of gave no fucks. So yeah, and I like to represent that in whatever, and however, you know, whether it's through music or just my everyday lifestyle. So
Eminem and Blink-182, although they do share, you know, commonalities, they are very different. Mm-hmm. So what made you stick with more of a Blink-182 style musically as opposed to like an Eminem type style?
Just way easier, man. I'm never gonna be the rapper. I'm never gonna be the rapper Eminem is. I can somewhat sing as well as like, you know, Tom DeLonge.
at least you can admit that, because that's like the first step. You know?
For sure, man. I mean,
some
like,
people live in a delusion.
On a talent level, like you know, there's nobody that'll ever, I think, be as good as Eminem. Just skill wise, I think he just came out like. I mean, obviously he worked hard for it, but I think his ability to rap is unlike any other person I've ever seen. So
no doubt. And as far as you becoming an artist, when did that? Were you like whenever you were born?
Yeah.
Were you singing? Were you singing at that point? Or
no. The singing stuff kind of came like when I learned like what auto-tune was.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, like, you know, I don't need some like Adele type voice, you know. I can kind of hit a note here, or it'll manipulate me to hit a note. So, I mean, but then again, there's artists that think using autotune is just a cheat code. To a degree, yes. But then also you have to know how to sing into autotune. And it's not, like, you can't, like a regular person, like on the street, if you took them in, put them on a mic with autotune, yeah, they might sound like okay, but there's a way to manipulate it to actually sound like good. And then... So, but I mean, to answer that question, like I originally, like in high school, yeah, I guess I'll tell you, in high school, like
Thank you.
I started with like rapping, you know, and rapping is the first, you know, writing rhyme schemes and being able to, because I really just enjoyed music, and then I was like, what can I do and I liked entertaining, so I guess rapping is the first time I rap battles and all my friends.
Oh,
and
dope.
Then, yeah, the singing kind of came as I evolved with music. Started making new stuff, experimented, and then finally found like the pop punk genre, of which I always liked listening to, but I never made it. So the first time I made that music, I was like, oh shit, like this is what I fucking.
So it like came naturally at that point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it came naturally or just I loved the music so much that yeah, writing it just flowed out of me, and then performing it was a different level. Like performing rap is fun, but performing like with a band, what I do is a different level. You know, it's
of course
way more fun.
Yeah, it takes a lot, and it's a lot more. It takes a lot more effort than just playing a backtrack and you know, performing over it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I owe all that to the band behind me. You know.
Now that you brought him up, let's talk about him in each of your relationships with them. So let's start with Benzo, because that's, you know, our mutual. That's
yeah.
So how did you meet Benzo? Because I know y'all are really close, and your chemistry on stage is obviously incredible.
Yeah. No, I met him at a show, and then we just became kind of. It's funny because he says at the beginning he didn't fuck with me. Like he was like, I thought you were like arrogant and blah blah blah. And then he saw somebody post me performing. I think it was like the Viper Room or something, and it was one of my songs called "Your Shoes Will Never Be Warm."
That's my favorite song of yours.
Oh wow, thank you.
No,
yeah, he heard that and he hit me and he said, "Yo, like let's tap in, like let's work." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then he finally admitted that at the beginning he was not really like fucking with me. But then from the very first song we did, which we actually performed on Friday, it's called "Manic Pixie Dream Girl." It's not even out, but from the very first song, everything felt natural. Like we just really had a groove going. Like, you know, the sessions were amazing, and he's like he's not probably he's like the most talented kid I've ever met in my life. Like
I be saying that.
Yeah.
I say that.
He's
like
a freak, bro.
He's different. Benzo is different for sure. And then someone else who also plays the drums occasionally, DeMario.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with him?
Oh, so yeah, Mario at first, I mean, he plays drums, but at first he was the drummer. Now he's the DJ. I changed over from Benzo because he really like produces all the songs, and like he's been drumming since he was a little kid. Like, and like DeMario's a killer drummer too. Like he drums for a lot of the homies. Like he's he drummed actually before our set for Isaac Presley.
Yep.
But I think Mario's like energy is unmatched, and we have a song called Unlikely together that's like the last song we do. It's one of our most fun records that people fucking love. I've also been very close with him for like over a decade now, so he's like one of my best friends, and love that dude for life, and he's a star. So
what about the homie from Italy? Does he like fly in just to do your sets?
Andrea, no, he lives here.
Okay,
but he's been like deported and kicked out and back, but he finally figured out a way to stay here. Technically, I'm like his legal
guardian.
Kind of, not really. Like on his passport, it says like that I'm the guy. Like he's hired by me, whatever that means.
Okay.
I employ him, even though like we're not really making money from this music shit yet.
Yeah. For sure.
It's hopefully it'll come, but as of now, still broke. But no, Andrea's dude. Another one of my best friends. Slept on our couch because he has an ex that kicked him out for a second. He's incredibly talented, funny. Like he's like a mirror of me almost. Like we're very similar. He's the Italian version of me, which is what I was telling him.
That's funny.
But he's an incredible dude.
Let's go back to the first time that you may have recorded music. Do you remember that? Do you remember that session, maybe?
Wait, real quick. I don't want to go over. Mikey because Mikey's our bassist. No. I just want to. But Mikey's our bassist and super talented. Produced a lot of my records. Produced Unlikely.
Dope.
Co-wrote. I owe everything to him. He took Andrea's spot for a little bit when Andrea was in Italy. Came back. Now he's the bassist, but he was playing guitar for a little bit. But yeah, Mikey's the fucking man. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, what was your question?
No. That's dope. It's so obvious that it's dope that you don't want to leave anybody out. That's my fault, but it's obvious that you guys have like insane chemistry on stage. Like you guys have.
I think we're all like best friends. Like,
I was just about to ask about you guys' relationship, like out of the music space.
We go out together. We hang out all the time. Like we're really very close friends, which is why it works. We're not just like a band for. Like they're not just like a band for hire. They don't just show up for shows and then we don't see each other in the time being. Like we really hang out.
Dope.
A lot.
No, that's fire. It shows. And then, so I was saying, your first session, like the first time you actually recorded music or tried to take it seriously. Do you remember that time?
The first session that I remember the first like big studio going into it and being intimidated by all, the boards and the speakers and everything felt very like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? I've always enjoyed a home setup way more than a big studio just because it feels more intimate. I know I can like really get the best out of me performance-wise, writing-wise. But yeah, I don't know if I remember like the very first studio session and how that felt. But I remember hearing the song after like in my car or whatever it was and being like, holy shit, like I made this and now I get to hear it. Like it was that was a cool feeling.
Okay, dope. Do you think that kind of, how can I put this? Do you think that kind of started your love as being an artist and kind of your trajectory of wanting to take it seriously since you enjoyed that final product and having like a tangible, like a result,
That played a factor for sure, but I think the main thing, to be honest, is just like I'm an attention whore. So like once I like get on stage and anything I can show that draws like attention to me, I'm gravitated towards that thing, you know what I mean? Like I enjoy acting because like I'm on camera and I can be like, look at me,
Maybe Benzo was onto something.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think it comes from like a deep rooted insecurity within me because it's like almost like a mask. Like I come across like cocky and blah blah blah, but really like deep down, like I struggle with so many insecurities and depression and mental health stuff all like pretty much every day of my life. So it's not, I know that I have those issues and maybe I use like the stage as like this time to like mask that and be like, you know, all my problems are set aside right now. I'm in this moment, that's what's cool about performing for me, is like I really am in the moment. I'm not thinking about anything else, and most of the time in life, every day, I'm thinking about other shit, and my mind's going a million miles per hour, but during that moment, nothing.
That's so interesting, and I don't even know how to elaborate on that, but it did surprise me that you would be intimidated in a bigger studio or have these kind of insecurities because your stage presence and your confidence in performing does not reflect any type of, you know, insecurity that you may have.
I think there's a wide range of my personality, and it's like God complex, hate myself, and it's one or the other, and it's never here. You know, most people have like a way to, you know, mediate themselves or whatever. I either feel like I'm on top of the world or I feel like nothing. So it's a weird sensation. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know where it comes from. I probably need to get back into therapy. But
the studio's your therapist.
It really is. I mean, yeah, making music and performing has definitely been a form of therapy for me, for sure.
What was the reaction of your peers and maybe your family when they first heard that record, or when they found out that you wanted to start making music?
My family's definitely been supportive, but I think also to a degree they were like, entertainment, like, you know what I mean? My dad's like, you know, a professor, like he really he pushed me towards, you know, education, academics.
Right.
And I was like getting kicked out of schools and being like, I don't want to go to college. All I want to do is do this shit and perform and make music and, you know, be an artist.
What were you doing at school to get kicked out, if you don't mind me asking?
I was just I was a super just troll / I was one of those like skater punk kids that just would fuck with the teachers and cheat on tests and, you know, do just really dumb shit, tag, you know. I was doing anything that was, I was a class clown, you know. All I cared about was like
the attention.
Yeah, literally. Like if I was sitting, and I have severe ADHD, so like it's hard for, even this is like hard for me to just like chill, like, you know. I'm like,
yeah,
I wish we were doing this interview like while we were playing basketball or something.
Right.
You know?
My bad.
Yeah. Get your
My
shit
bad. Next
together,
time.
This is
Next
couch
time.
shit.
Next time.
I'm out of here. No.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense. I feel like
no, I definitely
a tangent of nothing.
No, I definitely did. Longer answers are better than short ones. Now that's fire though. So I know your mom, possibly could be your mom, went to the show at the Whiskey last Friday. Has your dad seen you perform?
He was there. They hate each other, so they were on.
Oh, why didn't he get a shout out?
I did. Did I not?
No, you totally did not.
Damn.
No, you. No, you shout out your mom though.
It's crazy because he texted me after. He's like, "Best show ever," and I was like, "Fuck you, Dad." No, I'm just kidding. No, he was there. I thought I shouted him out. Maybe I just like thought I did and just imagined that in my head. I imagined a lot of that. A lot of my family were there, man. My brother was there. My sister was there. My sister's boyfriend was there. My dad was there. My stepmom was there. My mom was there. Yeah, so that was like the biggest family show. Like that was the most family it's ever been to a show, which was cool.
Did that mean a lot to you, having them there, or does that kind of make you nervous because they're
I thought it would, and then for some reason, man, I don't care when I'm on stage. Like I always think ahead of time before I go on stage. I'm like, fuck, like I really got to perform. I really got to impress these people. My parents are here, my family's here, but then I get on stage and it's like I don't give a fuck. For all I know, they're not my parents.
I guess not. Do you remember your first time performing ever?
Alone. I remember my first solo performance, which I always performed like with groups and which was fun. But I remember like the first solo performance. Yeah.
I do want to back up real quick though. Because LA is such a competitive space, as you know, as we all know, as far as entertainment alone, but especially music goes. So we did not disclose whether or not you were from here originally, but whenever you did get here, how was that finding your way, and what did you do initially to kind of find your way as an artist, and what were you doing in that sense? Because obviously you've made a ton of progress. You know, headlining the whiskey is a huge deal in itself. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And even like a year and a half ago. Now I remember a year and a half ago, but like even like a year and a half ago.
It's coming back to you.
Ish is like we were performing in like tiny rooms with like 20 people, and they were all like close friends, and it just felt, and that was fun too. I'm not gonna. I enjoy performing regardless, but
Right.
yeah, it's fucking crazy that it turned into headlining the whiskey. Fast forward a year and a half. Even like a year ago, I was like opening and even being like opening, or one of the first acts,
Mm-hmm.
until, and then, yeah, headlining the whiskey is like a crazy thing, people like huge bands, huge artists that I'm a fan of have done it. So it's like insane to do that and to say I've done it. Yeah.
Absolutely. What type of steps did that take? Did it just come from like, oh, Duke has a lit ass show that he has to do the whiskey, or is it knowing someone? Is it just having a strong performance?
Well, I'm an industry plant. I don't know if you know this.
I'm learning now.
Yeah, so I didn't work for this.
Okay.
They just put me on
Dope.
headline shows. I didn't have to do anything. Like
Good.
They were just like, you're gonna headline the whiskey, and I was like, but why? No. The steps,
But why?
it turned into, I think word of mouth. I think my show is, I want people to leave thinking, wow, I paid for a ticket and I actually got a show.
100%.
And I think friends tell friends, and they're like, dude, I know you've seen a lot of shows. I know you've seen a lot of people that aren't signed, but you should check this guy out. I don't even know if I'm a good performer, but I like, people have told me they enjoy my show, and that's all I care about. And I want people to literally come to my show and have a good time. I don't care. I want it to be like an escape. I know people who have jobs and go through shit, but come to my show, have a good time. It'll be like during that hour, during my set, you won't think about anything else. You'll just be like, I'm fucking enjoying this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I care about.
Of course. But you've also had shows at other classic LA venues like the Troubadours. Is that how you pronounce it, right? Mm-hmm. So what was your favorite? What venues do you like performing at more than others? And kind of break them down in a little bit.
Yeah, like SoFi's cool, but because no way I would perform.
I was gonna say I didn't know if there was a different one,
SoFi's
the stadium, yeah.
No, every venue has their own vibe. Like every Troubadour, I can say like the sound incredible. It's also legendary. So when you're in there, you're like, wow, like there's an energy. Vibe Room, very intimate, but you almost feel like you're a part of. I remember I threw an album release party that I didn't drop an album for.
Okay.
Which is, to me, hilarious.
No, that's definitely mad funny.
But no, Vibe Room is like you're there with the crowd. Like you feel like you're almost like with, it's an intimate, the most intimate venue I feel like at least in that area of West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Whiskey, fucking legendary. Like, you see like the autographs of the Doors and everything in the green room, and it's like, what am I doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Roxy, also incredible sound, and every venue honestly has their own thing. Like I can't say I really have a necessary favorite. I think I enjoy all of them in their own elements. Also, but like I'd love to headline the Roxy, so that'd be like a next step for me.
Dope. Tell me some crazy stories from some of your performances.
Performances? Okay, so
unless you have other crazy stories that you remember, but
yeah. I'll tell you a story. So you know David Spade, right?
I do, yeah.
David Spade. You know Grown Ups.
We were just watching Grown Ups the other night.
No way.
No bullshit. Grown Ups 1 and 2.
So the cast of Grown Ups pulled up to a show.
Adam Sandler went to my high school.
No.
Swear to God.
What high school?
Central in Manchester, New Hampshire.
That's crazy. Thanks for interrupting my story. No, that's funny. So David Spade comes in, and he's like, "You're Hey Duke, you suck." And I'm like, "Yeah, but how do you know that?" He's like, "Bro, you're massive in our field. Like for some reason, like everybody who's ever been on SNL knows Hey Duke, you suck. It doesn't make any sense." Pete Davidson texts me all the time.
They probably just play your shit on set.
Low key. But anyway, David Spade was like, "Yo, can we play a game of poker?" And I'm like, that's weird. Like right now before I go on stage. So we start playing poker. It's like me, Andrea, Benzo, David Spade, and Rob Schneider. And they're like, let's play for like $10,000, like a game. And we're like, we don't have $10,000. But of course we say, yeah. We'll divvy up the.
That's the gamble of it, right?
We'll divvy up the. But anyway, yeah. So.
That's a crazy story.
What'd you say?
I said that's a crazy story.
What story?
Never mind. I think I was just hearing things. But so.
What are you talking about?
What goes into you choosing a set list for your performances? Does it differ by venue or does it?
That's all this guy. His name is ATM. He just tells me what songs to perform, and he chooses the order. He tells me exactly what he wants on every song, and I just follow his coach. I just follow coach. You know, he's Andy Reid, and I'm who's Pat Mahomes' backup?
I don't know. He must have one. He doesn't need one though. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he has one, but it's no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, that's shout out ATM. I'm not even joking. Well, no, it's a collective, but like yeah, what the.
You do have ADHD. You do have ADHD for sure. Respectfully, it's great though. It's great.
We the songs that are released, we usually perform those, and then depending on what we're feeling, we're like, let's try out a new one. So it's random. Like the set list is random, depending on how long the set is. Like Whiskey was like almost an hour or whatever, 45. I don't know what it was, 50. But we just chose random songs, and what was cool about that one is we did so many songs because we only did like a verse and a hook of a lot of them. So
okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but it was like.
I was not in the state of mind to notice that.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I don't want people to notice or think about details. I just want them to be like, oh, that was cool. So yeah.
Have you always had your like eccentric style as far as clothing? Because it matches your personality on stage. Have you always had this type of crazy
attire?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had I'm gonna say like yes and no, because I used to dress like more like skater, whether it's just like t-shirt and like pants or whatever, and more simple. And then I found my style as time went on, and it's been through some stages. There's some times where you'd be like, what the fuck is he wearing? Like I used to wear like really weird. I used to wear like all women's clothes when I went out, like dead ass. There was a time where it was like pure just. You would be, it was, and nothing matched, and it was all over the place. Not that I even match anything. I don't really care about matching, but it was very like just wild and weird. But I feel like I found my style and how I wanna dress, and I enjoy it. I enjoy people like looking at me and being like, what the fuck is he wearing? Or I wear a lot of hats that say, not right now, but I have a brand of hats that say "Women come first."
That's fine.
Yeah, CUM, but
I figured.
Yeah,
I figured.
Not COME. Not that I mean like it. To me, it stands for both. Like it's a sexual and just a generalized thing. But yeah,
it's about woman empowerment at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I've had it says alien cunt. I've had it says cunt. Just. I don't know, man. I wear a lot of shit that I even have shirts that say, like, my Barbie swallows. I have shirts that say like whatever,
Fuck.
I just wear like.
Nah, that one's crazy.
I wear the aliens are coming with CUM, and it's just like a literal alien like coming, and you like it's very vulgar and out there. But yeah, I like to express myself with fashion.
So what is your fascination with aliens again? I know you think.
Pretty sure I am.
Right.
So that's one.
That's all there is to it.
That's it.
Okay, no.
That's it. If I could be like the first person that interacts with an alien and they go like, what do you want me to like bring back and show the species of aliens? Like what's one thing you want me to.
What would it be? You just didn't finish your sentence.
Oh. That's good, right?
Just yeah. I mean, leave it on a cliffhanger. I guess
that's something I want to start doing. Is like just never finishing my thoughts, and I think that's like a. You're telling me if I started a podcast and everything was just an ongoing thought, but never finishes. Hilarious.
What would the name of your podcast be?
Exactly. It'd be Imagine.
It would be Imagine?
but Imagine. You know? Say, can you do it?
Can I?
Like, just so, Imagine.
Imagine.
That was good.
Was it?
That was good.
Was it? Okay, dope. I didn't mean to ask, where does the name Hey Duke You Suck come from?
That's it. It's just like, personally, like, I think I suck. So, just like everybody does. So they're like, hey dude, you suck. So I'm like, okay, guess I'll go by that. You know? It was between Hey Duke You Suck and The Real Prince.
The Real Prince?
Yeah, because like...
I think you made the right decision.
Yeah.
I think you made the right decision. Do you know of any upcoming shows that you have? Or how do they...
I do have a show coming up. It's in Milan, Italy, actually. 2 of them.
Are you going to perform with Andrea?
Yeah, his mom's house.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Just for her and a couple cookies, maybe, that she baked us.
A couple spaghetti.
Baguettes. Dude, the food out there, man. I went there once. I think. Aside
from Becky, the new single dropping soon, I do want to talk about the last single you dropped, Anxiety, with Juno. So talk about that record, how it came together, and everything in that sense.
Funny, we were just like writing a song, and then I looked at the screen. This is not even, it's a true story. We like lay in the same bed sometimes.
Just more comfortable.
Pause. And then I looked at the screen, and it just says like Anxiety. Because we were playing like, sometimes we write to like YouTube beats, and then we end up like being like, Benzo, can you take these vocals and reproduce a beat around it? So we were playing like YouTube beats, and Anxiety was one of them. And I just was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool. It's like spelling out anxiety in a hook. And it just kind of freestyled that, like, hey, for all my and it just came about like that.
That was fire. And I know that you prefer to record in a home studio, but do you have like
we did that at Juno's like home setup. So my neighbor, like literally right next door to me.
Is that where you record a majority of your music, or?
We did all the records with Juno, yes, and then I record with Benzo a lot at his setup. Mikey, who actually had to just move studios, but a lot of stuff was at Mikey's.
Oh.
And then Adam Nielsen, who produced Your Shoes Will Never Be Warm. So he has like we did a lot of songs in Nashville. We did like a writing Nashville trip where we just like locked in.
Dope. Do you prefer to write with a group of people and kind of mesh ideas and bounce ideas off each other, or do you prefer to write alone?
It depends. I'd say majority not. I think too many cooks in the kitchen is like a recipe for disaster sometimes, because it's like...
No pun intended. That was fire.
Yeah. You like that one?
Yeah.
I honestly just didn't really mean. But yeah, no, it can be good and bad. Like Unlikely was a very collective song. That was a bunch of us, and ATM wrote that, but don't tell anybody.
Besides the upcoming single Becky, what are the rest of your plans for 2024?
I just realized this guy like kind of did everything for me. ATM just is like...
You had an epiphany?
I'm just nothing. I just realized every song, every move.
So who is ATM? He's just a homie that kind of helps with you day to day and shit, or like?
Yeah, he's like a day to day. He's like manager role, day to day, like a coach.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, dope. No, shout out to ATM then. But what are your plans? What are your plans for the rest of the year besides the upcoming single with Becky with that big feature?
That definitely shows. The Italy shows. There's talks about some Sacramento show. Actually, I have to respond to a text. That just reminded me about Sacramento. And then, I don't know about LA shows right now. Oh, Arizona potentially. Honestly, my goal is like getting out of LA and doing a lot of shows in different cities, wherever I can and wherever is possible. Like, it'd be sick to hop on some kind of tour. Obviously, it'd probably be like an opening spot. Right now, I can't like get people out in fucking Seattle or something. But
not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But hopefully, like being an opener and getting to that level would eventually, I could take fans and blah blah blah, and then they'd come to my shows when I go there.
If you could perform anywhere right now, where would it be? Like a dream performance location or something?
Probably like Tokyo would be crazy.
Really?
That'd be sick.
That'd be hard. That'd be dope.
I just feel like they go hard, Japan, and I love their food. Their culture's cool.
For sure.
So it'd just be sick to perform out there.
No doubt.
London. I mean, honestly, like any other country. I just want to explore. It could be Brazil. Brazil would be sick.
That'd be tough.
Anywhere in Europe. Anywhere in South America. Bro, anywhere.
It just keeps the name in place.
But like Tokyo, obviously, like when you first rip, that'd be like craziest places.
Dope. And then as far as like a dream collab, would it be Blink-182 as far as a full circle moment, or?
I would never stop crying if I got Blink on a record, any of them. But yeah, obviously if it was like them as a collective, crazy, one of them, like it doesn't matter. But yeah, that'd be insane. I don't know. I think like I always say like Bad Bunny on a pop punk record would go crazy.
That's fire. That's out of that's unorthodox.
That would just be different,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But I think people would enjoy it, and I think
so too.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a ton.
What else you want the people to know about Hey Duke, You Suck?
That I'm just here for the snacks. That's it. Just here for the snacks.
Well, sorry we don't have any.
No, you're good. I'm just saying in life in general. Like, I'm just here for.
It was a metaphor.
To eat a couple snacks and dip out. No.
Was that another pun? Cause like
probably. I'm here for a fucking good time, not a long time. Shout out Drake. No, I don't know. Hopefully you will listen to my music at some point, and if you do, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you come to a show at some point, and I would love to meet every single person, and we can all have a good time and, hug or something, eat some snacks, and maybe take a shot of tequila or whatever.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this, bro. Your show, like I said, it was my first one, but man, I need to come to every single one for
Please do.
As far as as long as they happen. You're an insane performer. Your records are amazing, and man, bro, one day the world's gonna catch up for sure.
I hope so.
But I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Of course.
Thanks for having me. It was fun. Next time we can play like basketball while we do this, but
with some snacks.
I enjoyed sitting. You know what? I haven't sat for like a long. No, that's it. But what's going on here? When does this end?
Right now.
Like, what do you know what I mean? Is there like a cut? I got this. Ready? Watch this. Cut.
Hey, for all my problems.